Hi, folks. Tony Doles here, another rant. What's up with this Canadian Prime Minister, Trudeau, coming on the news and apologizing because when he was like 14, he had painted his face in blackface. And then when he was like, I don't know, in his 20s, he was playing a character, Aladdin. And so he painted his face brown. Well, what's the problem here, folks? I don't see like Hillary Clinton when she painted her face in blackface, and Bill Clinton went as a slave owner and she had a noose around her neck. I didn't hear her apologize for that, Hillary Clinton. I also didn't hear Hillary Clinton apologize when she sat there and said they all look alike. Said that on national TV. So why is everybody getting upset about this blackface crap? Who cares? You know what I mean? Let me run this down to you, folks. Okay, nobody today in America at all were slaves. Nobody's grandparents in America today were slaves. You know what I'm saying? And unless the folks are 90 years old, their grandparents, great-grandparents, may have been slaves, maybe. You got to understand, slavery ended in the 1860s, folks, 1867 or something like that. And so it doesn't exist any further. And these people that's painting their face in blackface or whatever, they're not doing it to be disrespectful, except Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton did it to be disrespectful. When her rapist-ass husband was a governor of Arkansas, she painted her face in blackface, put a noose around her neck, and he walked around towing her around. He was dressed as a slave owner. Yeah, did they apologize? Did the Clintons apologize? No, sorry, they didn't. How about when Hillary Clinton went ahead and did this? She said on national news, well, they all look alike, because she had misidentified two black guys. And she goes, well, they all look alike. Did she apologize? Did the media, which is left-leaning and now socialist, did in any way, shape, or form publicize that and ask her to apologize? No. That dude Trudeau didn't do it to be, disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. In the Aladdin, when he was dressed as Aladdin, that's simple. So all this about, race and all that, are we going to get past that, folks? You know what I mean? None of you were slaves. You don't know anyone that was slaves. You do not feel oppression. You don't do it. You can pretend you do, but then you got people like Candace Owens that goes on there and tells the truth, and that Joel Patrick. They come on and tell the truth. The victim mentality is over, folks. It's time to step up, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and be citizens. It's time to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get to working. It's time to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get off that welfare. Get out of these ghettos. That's what it's about. Ain't nothing proud about being in the ghetto. Nothing. And you guys want to sit there and worship all these stars and basketball players and all that. Do you realize once they get out of the ghetto, they don't give a fuck about you no more? Nothing. They don't help their communities. They don't put nothing back into the community. Jay-Z and Beyonce, those two, they've got like $1 billion almost together. They got like $1 billion almost. Are you saying they couldn't revamp the whole neighborhood where they lived? Give them kids over there great Christmases? How about all these basketball players and all these other rappers? What about Ice Cube and them? Snoop Dogg? Any of them kicking money back to the community? No, because they don't give a fuck about you. Understand that. So there ain't nothing proud about coming up out of the ghetto, folks. That just means you were poor and had to live hard. That's it. Guess what, folks? I lived in the ghetto too. I did. I was raised in the ghetto. And let me tell you, it's a hard road to hoe when a white boy's coming up out of the ghetto. I learned to fight really well. Believe that. So if you want to sit there and keep bitching about, I'm a victim, well, guess what? You're going to get treated like a victim. You act like a victim, you will be treated as a victim. Period. So quit bitching about all these freaking people doing their little blackface thing for a play, or they want to go, as their favorite rapper or something as a kid, so they'll put some black makeup on their face. It's not disrespectful, folks. You're just making it disrespectful because you want something to bitch about. You want to continue to be the victim and keep your hand out. Keep your hand out. Gimme, 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 gimme. How about you go fucking earn it? How about that, folks? So stop all this bitching and whining and crying about, oh, they're disrespecting me. Check it out. Just go pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and then you won't have to worry about it, because what that dude did over in Canada, that don't affect nobody here. And who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Nobody gives a shit about that. It's just something else the media can throw out there to make you feel more victimized. Realize that, black folks. Realize that. You're not victims anymore. You folks sit there and talk all the time. They have these shows. Be a strong black woman. Be a strong black man. But all you do is hold your fucking hand out. Gimme, gimme, gimme. When? I've been oppressed. You ain't been oppressed. Your family ain't been oppressed. Your grandparents ain't been oppressed. Your great-grandparents weren't oppressed. Understand that, folks. Understand it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Anybody's got an issue with what I'm saying? Send me a comment, folks. If you like what I'm saying, subscribe. No worries. Hit that little red button. Let everybody know, what I believe what Tony Doles is saying. I believe the same thing. And if you don't, leave a comment, man. I'll respond to you. If you don't like what I'm saying, send me I ain't saying, send me a stupid ass text. I'll just delete it. But if you got something to say, hey, here's the reason, let me know. I'll respond to it. If I'm wrong, I can admit I'm wrong. But you do the same thing. Tony Doles told you.